Hello and welcome back to Attingham Park. We are in the second day of April and we've got 2 contracts for making hay on fields 31 and 32. So we've been round, done the mowing, done the first stage of the tedding. Now we're going to leave the sun to dry the grass out a bit more, and then we'll come through with the tedder again, get it windrowed, get it baled, and yeah, get the money in the bank for that. But we also need to be planting our corn, so we are going to jump in to the store menu and we're going to have a look to see by any chance no, if there's a planter in there. There is, however, a manure spreader. 44k. Okay, we can have a think about that, but priority this morning in game needs to be the planting of the corn. Now, I have been and had a look on ModHub, and there's not much that we can power. Now, what's this? 6 meters. That's 9 meters and 180 horsepower. We could run that, definitely. That might be a good idea. Or there is the 6 meter with the hopper for the front. I'm actually thinking about using the Cavernland. We will lease it, I think. So, yeah, let's grab a tractor, go and pick it up, and get some corn in the ground. So we're just at the field and needed to bring some seed with us. So front loader was reattached, and yeah, we can leave that there. So what we need to do now is get the front loader up, and there we go, out the way, and then pull this forward and make sure we're on the right implement and detach. There we go. Now we can pull around to the hopper side and get that all attached up. There we go. Simple as that, he says. Right, F1 menu and unfold seeder. So the transport arm and wheels go in. We want to have corn, so that's all good. So I think we can set ourselves up with an AB line and get started. Well, it's working, so that's one thing. And yeah, getting rid of the weeds for now. We will come through with the weeder at some point because yeah, they're gonna regrow, come back, and yeah, hinder our yield. So how much are we using seed wise per pass then? So 13%. Okay, not too bad. So GPS off. Raise the planter, spin round, and yeah, carry on. I mean, I'm glad we went for the wider working width, actually. This is going to be rather a quicker job than previously thought. But yeah, that is looking spot on. I'm loving the fact that the seed rows are running in the direction that we're going as well. That is always a good thing. So what else have we got to do today? We've got the hay contract, or contracts, we need to finish. So there's that to do. I have actually bought a new trailer as well. Bale trailer. So we'll go and have a look at that in a bit. It's a bit battered. but should do us absolutely fine. So let's get all that off and raised up. And yeah, we'll do a bit more and catch up shortly.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning.
Just refilled the planter, and if we take a look at the field, we're probably, I don't know, just over halfway through. So decent usage on the seed as well. And yeah, I hadn't quite realised that this planter goes as quick as it does. It's making very, very light work of the field. And we're going to have yeah, plenty of time to crack on with other jobs. Down to 10% now in the tank. Hopefully we'll get to the end of this pass, because then it's just a few awkward little shapes and the headland to do. So we'll see how far we get. We've got plenty of seed, so it's no real problem. But yeah, we should make it, I reckon. Look at that. What, 3% spare? Brilliant. Right. GPS off, razor up, and we'll refill. So just at the top of the field now, working our way around the headland. And you may or may not have noticed the lighting looks slightly different again. This is now the standalone version of Relight, so works like any other mod. You just download it and stick it in your mods folder, and it works like that. So we are running that one now, and yeah, it's a very, very bright spring day today, which is good. We don't want to be working in the pitch black too much anyway. We might have to sometimes, but yeah, so that's all installed and running rather well. Annoyingly, we've got this tiny little strip to the right of us that we're going to have to come back up and get, but we've got plenty of seed, and yeah, it's not taking us long at all, so can't really grumble about one more pass. So the plan for this corn will be to chop it for maize silage, I think, but obviously the equipment to do that is rather expensive, and even rather expensive to lease as well. So there we go, that's that done. So what we might need to look at, and I was just looking at the map, currently there's only one other field that I think is planted. We'll just check. Yeah, so field 13, so it's what, 180k. It's not overly far from us. We can cut through the BGA, come down here across the ford. So it might be worthwhile looking at trying to purchase that, make the leasing costs a bit more palatable, but that's way off in the future. So let's get this all unfolded into transport mode. We can lower it down and drop it off. We will pick up the bags of seed, take this back to the yard, empty it out and then return it. We will then take a look at the new trailer, and then hopefully by the time we've done all that, it should be time to finish the hay contracts. So we're back down at the yard, and this is our new bale trailer and flatbed trailer. So this is a 4D modding one, so very rustic looking, loving it. And we've also got this molasses tank by Just Dad Adam, so that's available on Mod Hub. So if you're using maizeplus and you want to store some molasses, go and grab it and rate it 5 stars, obviously. So we'll get that filled at some point when we start making proper mixes again. But I think for now we can head back over and carry on with the hay contracts. So with a couple of headlands done and a GPS heading set, we're now just doing the up and down rows. So we've adjusted the tedder to the hay state now. Cracking feature of maizeplus. Do really like that. Gives you the opportunity, like we kind of are now, to role play-ish the grass going through its drying stages. Yeah, adds another level of realism to it, which is rather cool. So we'll drop the tedder back down, and we'll carry on getting these 2 fields tedded, and so the grass is in its hay state. Sounds like a bit of a contradiction, but you know what I mean. So yeah, we'll push on, do a bit more, and catch up when we start the windrowing. So we're down at the livestock market, and this is just the bales off the headlands. But we do them, get them cleared out the way, so it makes the up and down rows baling a bit easier and a bit tidier. And so we can deliver these, and we'll see. There we go. So that's contract on field 32 finished, and we are 36% complete towards 31. So not a bad haul there. So we can head back down to the field, carry on with the windrowing, grab the baler, and get the rest of the hay sorted. Hopefully we're going to have a reasonable amount left for ourselves, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you back down at the field. Well, we're back in the field using the Merge Max, and I have to say I do quite like this windrowing device. Yeah, it's a bit different to what we've got. It does do a rather good job. You can do left and right swaths and then a centre one. We're obviously doing the centre one just because it's yeah, a bit quicker, I reckon. You don't have to do as many passes, but it could be handy for if you've got a bit of a dodgy field boundary and want to try and drag the grass away so you can pick it up. But yeah, we're not too far off away completing. Could do with taking that hedge out, but that would make it a bit too easy. So we'll push on, do a bit more, and I'll catch up in a little while. Nearly finished with the windrowing now. Doesn't take long at all. It should be reasonably easy, to be fair. We get quite a few, or a couple of passes that we can do along both fields, and there's a few odd ones where they're slightly shorter, but we will cope. We will cope, and yeah, I haven't actually looked to work out how many bales it would be to complete the contracts. So let's just have a quick look. So that one's done. We've got 51,000 litres, so 7, I reckon about 8 bales to do that. They're 7,500 litres each, so we'll send 10, and yeah, see how we get on with that. But for now, we can get this folded up. We will drop it off, and we might swap the tractors around, just because the Fendt has obviously got a higher road speed. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll drop the merge max off and get the tractor swapped and get the baling done. Last couple of passes now, and it doesn't look like we've got a lot of bales, but the thing to remember is they are 7,500 litres, so yeah, fair amount of hay packed into them. We have as well got 2 already on the stacker, so we only need to pick up another 6, I think we said, and that will complete the contract. So we're going to be left with a few. Will keep us going, and yeah, help towards feeding the cows through winter. Down at the livestock market, we've got our 8 bales of hay to hopefully or forward a touch, forward the collision, to hopefully complete on the contract. There we go, and 728 quid in. So we can lower that back down, and we can head down to the field, pick up the remaining bales, and we'll see how many we ended up with. Well, we've ended up with 11 bales, which is not to be sniffed at. That's a fair old amount of and it's a straw then, of hay for us. So, and luckily we've got a rather high barn here, so we'll get them back as far as we can and just nudge forward a little bit, and we'll drop those there. We can then get that platform lowered down, jump out of the tractor, and we can head into the contracts menu. So 10,000 off that one and 10k off that one. Lovely. So we're up over 100 grand again, but as always there's something that I want to buy. So if we just set that to make sure it's not going to go anywhere else, and jump in to the sales menu. I was toying with this, and yeah, I'm going to go for it. It is within our power requirement. It's a decent working width. So yeah, we're going to buy a manure spreader for 44 grand, or just over. There we go. Cool. So let's get that hooked up to the John Deere, and we'll get it filled up. Well, handily, the manure pit by GBModding we can refill like this, which is saves us getting a little bucket. That's good. So 25,000 litres loaded up, ready to spread on our grass field just in the distance over there. But that is a job for next time. So I'm going to say thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.